It's good to see you or anybody else.
That's right. Listen, um,
I'm glad to meet your acquaintance, though.
listen. I have been looking forward to chatting with you for so long. I'm such a fan of your music, your performances, your songwriting. Not only with Swamp Dogg, but all the way back to Little Jerry Williams. So we're gonna get into some shit today, Jerry. I hope you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
And listen, don't hold back. You're allowed to curse on this show. You can say any damn thing you want to say. All right.
You want to lead me to a life of degradation? Of this.
Um, listen, I want to talk to you about the most recent record that came out just a year ago.
Uh-huh.
And what a year it's been. I wish that you could have gone on tour with this record because this is like one of your best records in forever. And you've made so many incredible records, but Sorry You Couldn't Make It is like the country record we always wanted Swamp Dogg to make.
Right.
How did this shit come together making this country record?
Um, I was going to do a duet record with John Prine.
Mhm.
John and I had already decided to go to his house in Ireland
Okay.
and stay there about a week and just write songs, and then come back, and we were gonna get a few special guests and so forth. But it didn't turn out quite that way. But it was just something. It mainly was something that I've been wanting to do for years because I know I sing country,
Mm-hmm.
and I I wanted people to hear it. It just because that actually is my first love when it comes to uh, music, because it's R&B, it's blues, it's country. I mean, it's all in there together.
Sure.
Where like on I couldn't put on say a Jerry Butler record, and
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden come in the middle with a banjo, you know. But you can turn it around like that and make it work. Come in with the banjo and you kicking ass. Yeah. So yeah.
Did you grow up listening to like country music on the radio or the Grand Ole
Yeah.
Opry or that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I listened to the Grand Ole Opry, but uh, I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia,
Mm-hmm.
and the radio station, the main station down there, WLOW at that time, was played country music from 6 in the morning to 12 at night.
Mm-hmm.
Then from 12 to 6, they played blues,
Mm-hmm.
black music, whatever you want to call it. And but still, people was up to hear it, and it helped record sales a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, as far as getting involved, I've always, even my first talent show, which when I was about 5 years old
Mm-hmm.
in school, was I sung "Peace in the Valley" by uh, Ray, not Ray Pierce.
Ray Price, maybe?
Yeah, that's close enough, but that ain't it. Um, Peace in the Valley. I won second prize
Mm-hmm.
because the other little boy in front of me, he sang the blues, and he sang the shit out of it. And uh, I heard you used to walk in the record shops, and they used to have the speaker on the outside, and then they had the speaker on the inside, and therefore uh, you heard everything that was going on. And I, although it was a lot of Jim Crow,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of us didn't understand it. We didn't know that's what it was. There were things that uh, were were Jim Crow that you know, we didn't pay no attention to. That somebody told us, like when we got ready to take a drink of water out of a particular fountain.
Mm-hmm.
It's no, that's for white. So, oh, cool. I I went right to the color.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but wait a minute. Am I missing my point?
Well, we're talking about country music and
Yeah, yeah. And
yeah.
I listen to country music. Gene Vincent,
Mm-hmm.
he's from my hometown,
Oh, wow.
and his manager was Sheriff Tex Davis, who also was the biggest country jock down that way.
You're talking about Gene Vincent's manager, the sheriff. Was he actually the sheriff of the town? Was he a sheriff?
No,
That
hell
was
no.
just
We had no sheriff. It's called itself Sheriff Tex Davis, like I call myself Swamp Dog, but I'm not a dog
right.
completely.
So you grow up listening to country music and enjoying country music just as much as, we use these words country, soul, rhythm and blues, rock and roll, but these are radio formats, but the music is like they all feed off of each other.
Right, right.
And Ray Charles is doing country songs, and country artists are covering soul and rhythm and blues songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love your music, because it defies categorization. Damn,
Yeah,
that's a tough word to say.
yeah. That has been one of my holdbacks. I know, and that's why I've continued to write songs, um, hire people to push my publishing,
Yeah.
and still cut a lot of rappers
Mm-hmm.
because there's no guarantee. Well, no guarantee on none of that shit, but there was no guarantee of what I was going to be able to do in in the countryside. If you just black, you just couldn't be country. Uh,
Yeah.
Now, what's his name? He just died. Charlie
Charlie
Pride.
Pride. Charlie Pride. Right.
Yeah. Now he made it because Buck Owens was the man.
Mm-hmm.
And if Buck Owens came out and told uh, auditorium full of white people, said, "You gonna love him. I want you to love him. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
Here he is." And they loved him.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, he had number ones after number ones,
Mm-hmm.
So, but he needed help,
Yeah.
but he got it. But it was it, not a lot of artists or record producers who want to get involved in that kind of shit, as far as trying to push somebody in a direction in which nobody really wants them in.
Mm-hmm.
That, plus that hurts the artist too, because that you're not wanted. Um, I'm glad to see what's his name from South Carolina. Uh,
Darius Rucker.
yeah, yeah,
Hootie.
yeah.
Hootie.
Yeah, Hootie and the Blowfish. He now his he's not pretending.
Mm-hmm.
He's country. He's country. And I like that. I've seen a couple of country acts that weren't country acts,
Mm-hmm.
and they faded off the scene real quick, you know. And but how you gonna walk away from Charlie Pride? How you gonna walk away
Right.
from Darius Rucker? Yeah. Um,
Now, Jerry, you wrote one of the great, you co-wrote one of the great country songs of the 1970s, "She's All I Got," with your good pal Gary U.S. Bonds. And
right.
can you tell the people at home, first of all, how did the tune get to Johnny Paycheck? Like, what was the trajectory from writing it and getting it to Johnny Paycheck?
Okay. I had a record distribution deal for my Mankind label,
Mm-hmm.
and it was distributed by Nashborough.
Okay.
And I was, after we did the deal, I they asked me if I would mind recording uh, Freddie North.
Okay. Fred North.
Freddie, Freddie North was an executive there, and he was the man. And I'm gonna tell you, in those days, the minute a black walked into a company, the next black starts making all kind of plans to foul him up.
Mm.
He's not bringing shit in, but he ain't gonna let you do it either.
Mm.
See?
Mm.
So um, I recorded Freddie. The record went top 5,
Mm-hmm.
but Billy Sherrill got a hold of it.
Right. That's the Nashville producer.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, Billy Sherrill. I mean, he produced everything, everybody. He must have produced, without exaggeration, he must have did my song at least 25 times
Yeah.
on 25 artists. He was great. He was great. And a lot of other people, including the United States Navy Band, everybody, yeah, they cut it. And it's, it's, that's what has kept me on my feet. That's the other thing I like about country music. If you get you a hit record,
Mm-hmm.
say like Little Jimmy Dickens,
Uh-huh.
I saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus.
Okay.
Hey,
Every damn year.
and they love him.
Yeah.
They love him. They give him total respect. They don't push him around.
Yeah.
And I guess he gets to play other places also during the year.
Mm-hmm.
But he has, once they make you, you stay that way,
Sure.
and they made Little Jimmy Dickens and Dickens. Yeah, I'm thinking about the old mayor of
Mayor of New York.
Chicago, New York was Dickens. So anyway, they might make little Jimmy. We should run him for mayor or some shit.
Yeah, yeah. He's dead, but we could still run him for mayor. Yeah.
Is he dead?
He died, but he was like 96 or some shit when he died.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
4 or 5 years ago. Not too long. He lived a good life, Jerry. He
Yeah.
lived a good life. He had a lot of hits.
Yeah. He's happy day. That fucks my day up.